Hey guys, this is my last official video post for my AUBG Cribs blog and I hope you'll enjoy it. Remember how I told you about that me and my roommates have our dorm room rules, 4 of them? Well, recently we've came up with one new rule, which is that we do not talk about how many days we have left here in AUBG. Because that really upsets us, realizing that this semester is over, which for me happened last night when I was trying to write the summary post of what I've done this past 4 months, and I realized that this is over. And then we ended up, me, Janelle and Ryan, listening to Bon Iver, eating cookies, drinking milk and crying and talking about how much we're gonna miss each other, which is just incredible. How do AUBG students make themselves feel good in their dorm rooms? They find awesome roommates, and if they don't, they should. Because, well, my experience, I can't even believe that I'm actually saying this, because before I came here, I thought that I really wanted to live alone. I was writing to a resident coordinator to ask if she can find a room for myself, only because I didn't want to. It's not that I didn't want to make friends, I just didn't expect to. Because back at home in the last semester I was kind of grandma. I didn't want to go to party, I just wanted to study and succeed and reach to my goals and blah blah, all the serious stuff, which after coming here I realized is just a bullshit, because I'm 21 years old. Of course I have to think of my future, but I have to enjoy the life and enjoy people around me and enjoy all the opportunities that I have. For example, this one, incredible one, to go and study abroad. So, well, in my case, the best thing about my crib is my roommates that I've made the best friends with. But you don't always have to be best friends with your roommates. Your roommate can be, for example, invisible. Remember Olga? She had an invisible roommate. Or Tinatin. She lives together with her husband, so it means that her roommate is her husband. But besides roommates, okay, if your roommates are not that cool, what else can make you feel comfortable? Well, as far as I saw in all the cribs that I visited, everyone had something sticked on their walls, because like once Valentine told me that those white walls can be really demoralizing, so you need to stick something on them. Usually these are pictures or some cutouts from magazines or something like that. Lamps. Remember how excited I got in like my first AUBG Cribs visits after I saw their table lamps? Well, I think I already told you this story about how me and my roommates couldn't find any lamps in Belgrade in our first 2 months. Later we found them, we just didn't buy them because we thought, okay, it's already been 2 months, why would we buy them now? But anyway, appreciate your lamp if you have one. If you don't, you can come and meet me, I will show you some stores where you can actually buy lamps. I couldn't say that it's very surprising, but well, that's the fact. Almost every student that I met in their dorm rooms, they had at least 1 bottle of alcohol there, mostly in their fridges. I always ask them to show me what's in their fridges. And it's not that AUBGers would be such huge drinkers, but practically all of them had alcohol in their room. And in one room, they even let me try, you know, those jelly worms, and they were soaked in vodka, so I tried those ones. It was cool, actually. And okay, and another thing that was in common to each person that I met was that they keep their family member pictures in their rooms, or their relatives and friends pictures in frames on their desks, because Well, that probably in moments when you get upset or you feel lonely, which always happens sometimes. You just look at the pictures and they make you feel better. And to sum up, I have to say that I learned a lot in the last semester. Actually, those might have been the most productive 4 months in my life. Wisdom, getting wise. And I learned a lot of technical stuff about audio, video, and blogging, interacting. I think I had like more than 2,000 views for my blog, which is just incredible. I never thought that can actually happen in such a short amount of time. Well, but it did. But still, the things that I appreciate the most are others. For example, my professor Melody, she inspired me to become a professor myself one day. And I would have never thought about it back in Latvia, because in Latvia professors are like authorities, which is cool, but they never talk to their students about anything else besides the topic that you're learning. And Professor Melody showed me that you can still be a human being and you can still be a friend even though you are a professor. So thank you for that, Melody. Knocking on people's doors made me realize that I'm braver than I thought, because at the beginning it wasn't very easy to go and knock and ask questions, and I had to force myself a little, but now, no problems. And no matter what I choose to do in my life, that will always be something that I can use. I learned punctuality, because multimedia journalism is something that makes you do many different things at the same time, and it makes you think of many different things at the same time. So you really have to be punctual. You can't take your time in fantasizing about the weather outside. You have to do things at the time. And interviewing people taught me how to think really fast, because when you're interviewing someone, it's not a random conversation. You have to listen to what the other person is saying, and you have to understand what they mean by what they're saying. Plus, you have to generate new questions in your head to ask more. So that's really challenging, but it gets better by time. I already feel so much better about my interviewing skills right now than I did at the beginning of semester. And at the end, it all made me believe in myself. And I think that is the best thing that you can learn from classes. Belief that what you're doing right now in university might actually become a real, useful, and enjoyable job one day, no matter what you choose to do. The confidence that you can get, which is, I think, rare thing, because in Latvia I never felt very confident about what I'm doing. But here, the experience that you get will make you so much more confident about what you do in the future. And what else can you wish for? This is my first dorm room in my life, probably the only one. Janelle and Ryan were my first roommates ever, which makes them even more special for me. And well, the thing that I want to say at the end is that if you have to live in a dorm, just find great people to live and make best friends with, because I think that is the most important thing about AUBG or any other cribs. People that you're surrounded with. And I really enjoyed this. This vlog was a big part of my Erasmus exchange experience, and I will miss writing my blog, and I will miss you people commenting on my posts, and I will miss interviewing people, visiting their rooms. But I really learned so much from this, and I really appreciate you following my blog and reading my posts, and I will miss this thing. But thank you really much, and hopefully Well, see you sometime soon.